All right. My name is Elijah Johnson. My agency is located in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm currently about 8, 9 grand a month, doing about, I would say, probably about 50 orders per month. And my bottleneck right now is kind of weird. It's kind of at the tipping point of growth and hiring. And I think my best solution to this is bringing on more agents and hiring my first part-time photographer.
Okay, so you said 8 to 9K a month, right?
That's
50,
what it averages out to. Yeah.
50 orders a month. And then can you repeat what you think your bottleneck is?
I'm at this weird like tipping point where I need more agents, but I also need more of my own time back. I'm like right at the point of the first hire.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, hmm. What are you doing on a daily basis? Are you doing everything to operate the business? Like, are you sending out
Yeah,
photos in the morning? Are you doing revisions?
yeah, everything.
Okay, cool. So you're doing literally everything.
Yeah, everything from A to B, from talking to the clients to delivering the photos.
Okay. Well, all right. We talked last week a little bit. I remember, or a couple weeks ago, I remember that there was a couple things that you could do immediately, like 50 orders to make to make 10 grand means your AOV is kind of low right now, right?
Definitely. I mean, if you look at the prices in my market, I beat any price in my market.
Yeah. So that's step one for sure. Like you need to extract more profit out of the shoots you're already doing. So raise those prices and hire a VA is absolutely going to be the first step. And you're going to train them to send out photos and deliverables in the morning, and you're going to train them to take over the phones. It's a hard transition. It's a painful transition, and it takes a couple months, but yeah, I think it's a necessary one. Did I hook you up with Jersey?
Yeah, yeah, you connected me with Jersey.
Okay, so for everybody else on the call, Jersey is a recruiting VA that I hired last year to hire VAs for me, for my business, for CPV. And she's placed countless people. She's placed, I think, since we started working with her in November, she's placed like 4 to 5 people for us. And I've referred her out, and she's placed probably 10 VAs for other real estate media agencies and others. And it's very affordable. Some staffing agencies will charge you $8 an hour for the VA, and then $5 an hour on top of that just to manage them. Manage them. I don't think that's a good play, in my opinion. I think you should just hire them yourself. Jersey's going to charge you $500 just to find one and hire one, and it's easy. So, and she's already got a pipeline probably of candidates because she's been hiring a lot. So just get set up with her. So if anybody else needs a VA, I can hook you up with Jersey.
Yeah,
Not,
she's good and responsive.
nice.
And one question I had for you too is like, is the content events the best way you've seen to, like, where you go out and you shoot for their team at a listing of theirs, and you shoot the listing for free and have the title agent and such sponsored? Is that the best way you found for client acquisition, or is it
It's honestly,
DM?
it's
Is it
everything. It's
DM? Or,
everything at the same time. So
yeah,
if you're,
how do you manage all that? Is that what you're using a VA for? A lot of your outreach?
no, most of the sales is done by me, myself.
Okay.
So, like literally, I would go to events, I would throw events, I would DM agents on Instagram, I would go to open houses, I would, continue to follow up and prospect the right people. And it's really important to use a CRM. And if you're not using a CRM right now, it makes sales really hard to track. Because if there's an agent you want to work with, if you don't have a CRM, you're gonna follow up with them twice, and they're gonna fall off the edge of the earth. But if you have a CRM, you set a task and a reminder every time, and it connects to your calendar so you can continue to follow up. So I have several of my students, I'm always telling them, hey, look, give me a list of prospects you want to work with. Okay, Sam, I have a student named Avery, and he wanted to convert this agent named Sam, and he does like 50 deals a year. And he's like, he just doesn't answer my phone. I'm like, okay, well, just set a task in your CRM, and 3 months later, after Sam ignored Avery every single time, he finally converted him, and now he's doing all his content. So it's just brute force follow up with the right people, but you have to qualify the agents first. And maybe you guys have seen this on my Instagram story and how I qualify agents. But let's say there's an agent you want to work with. Does anybody have an agent that they're trying to chase right now and convert? I need a quick volunteer. Off the top of your head, does anybody have an agent in mind? We'll look up their name in real time. If not, we'll just do a random name. So,
You can do the guy I work with if you want to do Elliot Black.
Elliot Black. Did I spell that right? St. Louis?
It's yeah, St.
Okay.
Louis.
So you type in their name. Instantly, you can get a sense of like, okay, do they have a lot of experience? But what you really want to look at is scroll down, click on transaction history in the past year. Very important. You don't leave it on 5 years. Put it on 1 year. Okay, he's done 30 listings in the past year. That means you take your AOV times 30, like that's best case scenario. So if your AOV, let's just say is, I think average industry average is like 300 times 30, that's 9 grand from this guy. But if your AOV is like 580, mine's 580 right now, times 30, so 17 grand. So you can see, like you want to prospect, or you want to qualify these people before you chase them. And so I think your goal right now should just be to build a list of like 50 agents who do at least 10 seller deals a year. And those are the people you try to convert. You invite them to your conference events, you call them. Yeah, just focus on them. And you want to target teams as well. But dude, honestly, I think you should do it all at the same time. Go to events, throw events, go to open houses, send Instagram DMs, like spend all your time on client acquisition. But you got to get your time back first.
Yeah.
So you got to hire that VA. But that's going to be, so hiring the VA is going to be a bit of a process, but.
And you think hiring that shooter too, and just try to get completely out of, on the job type stuff.
Yeah. Raise your prices, hire a shooter, hire a VA. But I mean, so you're doing 50 shoots a month.
Yeah, right? Give or take.
So that's about 2 a day.
Yeah, we're starting to get busier, but yeah.
Just about 2 a day. I mean, if you're driving a lot, I understand how that can add up. And you're doing the Matterport scans, big scans, go.
Yeah.
You got to hire a part-timer. So when it comes to hiring a part-timer, I have a YouTube video about it right here. Bronson Carmichael. So if you go to my YouTube page and go to video, who to hire? Should I hire? This will tell you when. This will tell you when exactly to hire. Cool. And it explains like AOV with like how much a photographer should bring in, how much a part-time photographer should bring in. This breaks it down for you there. So I will include this in the recap here. So this is just for the AI recap. Okay, AI recap include should I hire a real estate photographer YouTube link? Okay, Elijah, do you have any questions about that?
So I was thinking about paying them a percentage of the jobs. Is that the best way to do it? And do you hire people 1099 or do you hire people W-2?
Yeah, there's 2 ways to do it. If you hire 1099, you pay like 20 to 30% of the invoice, depending on how experienced they are and how good they are. You start off with 20%. So that would be 1099. If you went the W-2 route, that's cool too. You just pay them part-time. Depending on where you are, it's about $25 to $35 an hour.
Okay.
For the job.
Yeah, that's about what I was expecting.
Yeah.
What are your guys? Are your guys 1099 or are they W-2?
We're all W-2.
Okay.
But you're gonna have, so here's for hiring anybody. I'll close this out fast. We got about 90 seconds left. And when you're hiring anybody, you want to do your interviews. You want to, interview as many people as possible, and then whoever you choose, you want to do a probationary period of like 4 weeks. So if it's a photographer, you're doing, hey, we want to move forward with your application. We want to offer you a 4-week probationary period with the company to see if you like the job and for us to see if you're a good fit. After that 4 weeks, we'll either offer you a full-time or part-time position, or we'll go in another direction. So that gives you a chance to just get a feeler of if they're good or not. And during that period, you still pay them, but it's like minimal pay. It's like $20 an hour. Maybe it's like 3-4 hours a day.
Right. And are you when you're putting out something on Indeed and you're getting people to apply, are you getting people with skills already, or are you having to train most people?
Mostly train. Sometimes they're skilled. It's about half and half. And depending on what season it is, I always prefer to hire for personality and train from the ground up. But if it's already April, which it already is, you may want to hire somebody who knows how to operate a camera already.
Right.
Because it'll take twice as long to train them.
Makes sense. All right. Thanks, Bronson.
Yep. Cool. All right, Joseph, you want to give it a shot? You're crushing already. I know this year.
Can you hear me now on my
Yep.
headphone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my name's Joseph. We're located in Gainesville, Georgia, which is about an hour north of Atlanta. We're currently this year we're sitting around 65,000 per month. We're doing about 130 orders, 130, 140. My biggest thing right now, my bottleneck is the afternoon stuff. I have a little bit of issue with some of our photographers overshooting. So I still go through some of the photos and stuff, just have to go through them to fit them back in. So if it's like 30 to 39 photos, sometimes they're at like 50, 55,
Yeah.
just overshooting. I know it's training too, but,
Mm-hmm.
and I think, I don't know what the best thing possible for that would be, but my best solution I would think is a VA to just handle all that stuff. I've talked to one person that he actually owns a VA media or VA agency. He said that the photographer should be going through them, which I feel that is also true. But then I'm gonna have to train all of them on how to decide which angles are the exact best.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the biggest thing right now is getting afternoon hours back.
Okay. All right. Well, Alex Hormozy is somebody that I listen to all the time, and he says any problem in your business, whether it's related to clients, the product, or your employees, can be fixed with just brute force, just like repetition and hammering the problem with a ton of volume. So like I'm going through this right now with some of the guys on my team with shooting specific like reels and some new employees.
Yeah.
So I'm doing a
Yeah.
ton of any team training I can fit in during the week. I'm trying to do one or two team trainings a week, even if the guy who's struggling is the only guy who can show up. Like I'm doing one-on-ones just so I can get them to the finish line. So it seems to me, let me know what you think, but it seems to me it's just like a volume thing. Like over the next 2 weeks,
Yeah.
try to get like 4 training sessions in one-on-one with these people.
Yeah.
So
And
I don't.
it's mainly the newer hires too. Just
Mhm.
because I train 'em, we don't want to miss this angle, so let's just go ahead and overshoot a little bit. But then,
Yeah.
as I've kind of given free reign from after training, it's like they've even like overshooting more because they're just not super confident in which angles they think is going to be best
Well,
versus just shooting.
are you doing square footage pricing or are you doing photo count pricing?
We do square footage, but it's still typically like we'll have like 0 to 1,400 square foot. We try to stay in that 20 to 30 photo count versus 45, 50 whenever that doesn't need that many.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can easily just say like this house doesn't need 50 photos. It's just overshooting. Or there is some houses, of course, the bigger houses is a little bit different, the luxury stuff.
Yep.
But just like the small, you
Yeah.
don't need 1,500 square foot house.
Agreed. Yep. Yeah. We
And
run-
then
Go ahead.
go ahead.
I was gonna say we run into the same thing with new guys where they overshoot because they're scared of missing something. So then
Yeah, exactly.
it takes about 4 months for them to get confident and know which shots they can leave.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like building that confidence too. But especially with a new baby, like having to go through all their stuff, especially busy season right now.
Can you train another photographer to do it for you?
Yeah. One of my photographers has been with me for like 3.5 years now, so I could probably train him on showing these other that
That's what I would
and
do.
how not the.
What's up?
I said, and to show the other people what angles that they can get away with not taking versus what they do need.
Yeah. Yeah. You use Loom
So-
videos at all? Like how are you doing the reviews? I'm sure you got a process down.
As far as reviewing their photos or training them.
Yeah, training them.
Training them. I do in-person training whenever they first start for about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
Yeah. We do. So we do the same thing. And then on top of that, if somebody needs supplemental support, we'll just do a one-on-one Google Meets at like 7 p.m. Or on a Saturday. Like we do Saturday pizza party trainings for guys who need the help. And we'll just invite them only. And maybe somebody else to provide to also train. So we do a combination of those things. And then we also use Loom videos. Like we review their projects and narrate it, screen recording, send it to them.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that would be kind of cool to do that, just to go through, kind
Yeah,
of like video it, tell them
hmm,
why we don't need this and that.
exactly. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
And
What
then
else? Go ahead. What else? Yeah.
another question I have for you, as far as the studio goes, as far as how would starting out the studio space, like I was telling you about, how would you recommend going about, not necessarily, I mean, basically, but selling the studio on top of all the clients that we already work with? How would you go about trying to market that?
Well, I would use the studio as a growth vehicle primarily.
Yeah,
To be honest, there's two primary use cases for it. Is a growth vehicle to throw content events. You get new
yeah,
agents in your studio, and then the second way is for client ascension. So you shoot a listing for a client. The next week you do a care call. Hey, making sure everything was 10 out of 10. Is there anything else we can do better? Can we get a review? Okay. Hey, did Tiff on my team tell you about the content studio? Did she tell you about the offer? They're like, no, what is that? Like, well, we have a studio in Fairfax, and I know it's hard to shoot content. Since you shot a listing with us, you're gonna get $100 off towards listing content or towards studio content. Is that on your radar in the next 4 weeks? And you can make upsells on the back end that way. So it's a lot
gotcha, gotcha.
easier. It's a lot easier to get clients for your studio for agents that are already paying you rather than
Yeah,
trying to cold outreach studio. I would start there.
yeah,
Do
for
you have
sure.
a studio yet?
It's almost done. We got about 2 weeks left, and we'll be
Hmm.
trying to get a soft launch on.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
renovate.
So I have a studio. We pay about $2,500 a month for, and my lease ends in 9 months, and I'm not going to renew it because I'm going to get a different studio and just a cheaper space because
Yeah,
you just need like two, three backdrops, and that's
yeah,
all. But if you get the studio, you better like really use it because it burns cash. Like to be honest, I don't think you need it for this business, but it's just a cool bonus if you're in a place where you got the extra profit, um,
yeah.
because you can do the content events without studio, um, and you can sell that type of content without the studio. But it's just another little cherry on top
Bronson,
Yeah.
how
for everybody.
big like you recommend for the studio to be
Um, a
roughly?
good question. I don't think there's any
Ours is a
specific
little small.
size. I think 500 square feet is plenty.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
just need a place to shoot. You know.
The one that 500 square foot, wide open space, and then we have a little bit of like 150 square foot space off to the side that connects, and we're going to build that into like our meeting team room off to the
There you
side.
go. Yeah. Hmm. That's good. That's awesome. Yeah. All right, we got 2 more minutes on here. Anything else?
I think I'm good. Yeah, just the afternoons, like getting my time back as far as that goes, is
Yeah.
is my biggest thing right now.
Yeah, I would train somebody else to do it so you can not have to do it. Train one of your senior guys.
Yeah, because I got all
Just
that stuff done. The morning stuff's already got admin and all that stuff for that. So
yeah. Anytime I have something like that, if it's outside of their scope of job description, I'll be like, bro, I'll just throw you like an extra $25 every time you do this. So I do that
yeah,
with our VAs, editors, like to turn around videos on the weekends and stuff, which is really important. Like, if do you guys shoot videos on Friday and then deliver videos on Monday, or like who here does that? Delivers
we
videos.
we do from Friday. Sometimes we'll occasionally deliver Saturdays,
Yeah,
yes, but delivered on Monday.
yeah. That's one of the things where I'm reminded like everything's negotiable. So I go to my editors. I'm like, yo, here's what I'm trying to solve. I want to have Saturday morning turnarounds for every single video if we shoot on Friday. So I went to my editors. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'll pay you an extra $20 if you do this make sure they get done and sent out Saturday morning. And so now our clients don't have to wait over the weekend, which is huge because a lot of times they're like, it's been 4 days, like I need a refund. So, but yeah, that's random, but we just solved that recently, but I know it's going to be helpful for some of you guys. Okay. So let's restart this. And Edwin, do you want to kick it off?
Sorry. My name is Edwin. My real estate media is located in the DMV, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. I am currently at 25 to 30 shoot per month. I'm doing about 10 to 12K, or sorry, 10, sorry, I'm currently at 10 to 12K per month, doing about 25 to 30 orders per month. My bottleneck right now is consistent client acquisition, and my solution is improving marketing and outreach.
Yep. Okay, cool. Well, I would just do everything. Like go to events, offer free shoots, of course. I'm not a huge fan of the free shoot method. I just think it's saturated because like my clients will come to me and be like, "Hey, I've been offered 7 free shoots over the last 7 days, but I'm not switching." Like because they're loyal. Because now it's just such a commodity, like a free shoot. It's like, oh, whatever, just another free shoot. So it just doesn't have as much power and weight. Like I'm a huge believer in just providing massive value. So if I know there's a team I want to work with, I'll do a content day for them. That's a big one. I'll throw content days myself and invite agents. That's huge. But I think the biggest, most effective way is to go to events and meet people face to face. I love that. That's why we started 15 minutes late because I was coming back from an event.
I was thinking about, going to open house and
yes, go to open houses for sure. Yeah. Open houses are
and
great.
one of the things I had is I was doing it per photo, 15 photos, 25 photos, 40. So
Charge square
yesterday
footage.
I started working by square footage.
Good move. Yeah. Good move.
Yeah.
Yep. So dude, honestly, don't overcomplicate it. Just go to open houses and go to events. Because in my opinion, there's nothing that beats a handshake. Because realtors are notorious for getting spam calls. So all of us right here, if we were in the same city, we'd all be calling the same agents, so that we don't stick out. So I would go to events and go to open houses. If I had to start over, I would do those 2 things a lot. Like brute force, tons of volume. Just spend all your free time doing that. Yep. What else? How are you spending your time right now? Are you shooting? Are you sending out photos? Are you doing everything?
I'm doing everything.
You should hire a VA. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely hire a VA. Yep.
Yeah, I was, thinking about it, but I was telling them that I was working in a restaurant 50 hours a week. So I quit a week ago, and now, I'm going to have more time too, but I feel that I need to hire someone to help me out with some of the things.
Well, in my opinion, I think everybody should hire a VA right when they hit $1,000 a month, because they're like, if you train them earlier, they're just going to be so much better when you're at 10K a month. So if you're at 10 to 12K a month right now, you should hire a VA ASAP, like tomorrow, and then get them trained up as soon as you possibly can. So you don't have to answer the phone. So you don't have to book shoots. So you don't have to answer emails. They're going to do all that. If you have a good VA trained up to level 10,
So
you don't have to do anything. You just have to shoot.
as of right now, who's helping me with it? Not full time, but it's my wife. I think she's good at it. Like when I cannot do it, she's the one who does it by responding
too.
emails,
Yeah.
calls.
A lot of people
Not calls, but emails, pretty much creating the listings and sending it.
Yeah, that's good. And dude, if you go to open houses, here's what I would do. Here's the strategy.
Can I take a picture to this?
Yeah, this is gonna be recorded, so you'll have the recording.
Okay.
Okay. Here's the strategy for the open houses. So you take this viral script SOP. It takes about 2 minutes. So, where'd you say you lived again? Maryland?
Yes.
Where are you trying to get business? Are you trying to get business in Maryland, primarily?
Yes, Maryland.
We'll just do Maryland, blanket. Okay, and we're gonna go to minimum $1.3 million list price. And I don't know. I must have a filter on here. There we go. Let's just go to a random one. So let's just say there's an open house. There's an open house filter. I know that for sure. So if you want to do the open house method, right? You take the description here, boom, boom, and you come back to this SOP, and you open up step 2 in the SOP, and you just type in hooks and paste the description. And then this GPT is going to give you 10 hook options that you choose from. So let's just say, for the sake of time, we like number 2. So I like number 2. So it's going to give me the full script with the hook and everything. So I'm going to copy this. Now this script is ready to go for the agent that's customized to this listing. You're going to go to step 3 and open up this template. And you're going to paste the script here. Boom, boom. And you're going to grab the address, 1615. And I'm just going to place it right here so we can format paint this. And then delete this. And so now there's a script custom, personally prepared for this address. And you can even take this one step further and put the agent's headshot in there, which would be really cool. I plan to do that soon. And you can call the agent and text them at the same time. Be like, hey, I made a script for this house. Like, would you want to shoot a free video this weekend? And they're going to be like, oh my goodness. And so you just do this for like, 10 open houses. You offer this to like 15 open houses for the weekend. And you lock in 4 of them. And and you just run it that way. I would do that and go to event.
Thank you, Bronson.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought about it, believe me.
Yeah.
This is great.
This is a good one. This is going to be in the recap, guys, the viral script SOP. Okay. Anything else, Edwin?
No, I think, the idea you just gave me, like, go to open house. Because I was thinking about, I don't know how to, go to it, like, with empty hand or, like, not having an idea what am I going to say or do.
Dude, my take in all areas of life is provide massive value expecting nothing in return, because it probably will come back to you one day. But either way, if you just provide value to somebody and change and like help them out, that's just good karma. You're putting good energy into the world, and if you never get it back, so what? It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
So and like these agents that do a lot of business, they don't want somebody wasting their time calling them asking for something. You're calling them, giving them something. So that's the difference. Because if you call them and say, hey, do you have any listings for me? Like, no, they don't want to hear that. They want to hear like, hey, I have a video. It's going to make you look like a freaking rock star. And it's free. And we can shoot it Saturday at 12:15 right after the open house. It'll take 10 minutes of your time. I just need the house for 20 minutes and I'll deliver it to you Sunday morning. What do you think? Like that's what they need.
Got it. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, of course, dude. All right, who do we got next? You want to go for it, Sam?
Hey, yeah. So I'm Sam. My real estate media agency is located in Metro Detroit. And I am nowhere near anybody else that has talked so far. I just recently quit my full-time job at 23 years to start doing this full-time this year. So this is my first actual first 3 months in the wintertime, and it's been very slow.
Mm-hmm.
But by the end of last year, doing it part-time, I was roughly 4,500 to 5,000 a month, doing about 20 a month, just doing it part-time. So that's why I decided to make the jump. But right now, my main bottleneck, kind of like Edwin, is the client acquisition part of it. I've been working mostly off referrals right now, and I have an in with a brokerage. A friend of mine referred me to the office coordinator, and so that's been a majority of my business. But like I said, it's all been referral based. So that's my bottleneck. My solution has been to start doing outreach via the Instagram method. It's not going well, and I keep on looking at Instagram, and all my competitors are doing at least 10 shoots a week right now, which surprised me because it's so slow. But so that's where I'm at. I just need the formula, whatever the secret formula is, to get more clients.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So in my opinion, I think most effective ways, I think there's not any. I think all of them work if there's enough volume put behind it. And the Instagram method, I do believe that because, like I said earlier, it's kind of saturated because that's what Eli taught, and that's what everybody's doing right now. So it's
One of
not
my
as
competitors actually was on stage with Eli at the past rep conference. So, but he's doing like bottom of the barrel pricing, which I
oh
can't
man.
compete with that. So it's like,
Well, that's to me, that's a situation where you're just not even really after the same agents because there's some agents
no,
who are bottom of the barrel agents who just want to get the property listed. They want the cheapest price. They call 5 companies to find the cheapest. But then there's another agent who wants to who wants their marketing to look 10 out of 10. And those are the agents that you should be after that I'm after. Because bottom of the barrel, they spend about 150 no matter what on photos. And then those other agents, they'll spend $1,000 because they want to get more listings. They care about what they look like. So I don't even think you're not even in the same business as them. That's the way I see it because I have other guys in my market, other companies, they charge 150, 200. Our minimum is 250. So we attract totally different people. And I know there's agents that I've tried to work with before that have worked with us that I won't even bother. I know they have listings, but I'm like, nope, I don't even want your business. I know like we're not a good fit because you're a bottom of the barrel agent.
yeah.
But have you tried? So you heard the open house strategy. That's a good one. Have you done any care calls and asked for referrals or any of that sort?
Yeah, I mean, I use HD Photo Hub. I have been for a while. I mean, all my systems are in place. It's not a issue with my systems and my follow up and everything. It's after somebody, especially a new client, they get a review email, couple in a text, a couple days later, and
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten a lot of reviews that way. I was using Pixel CRM, which automated a bunch of stuff, but some of my agents that I was doing business with said it was annoying how many emails I got, and for the $300 a month, I just couldn't do it anymore. So, but yeah, I reached out to my agents if I haven't heard from them in a little while, just saying, hey, what's going on? See how everything's going, any listings you got going on, and so I do the outreach to my current agents. Just top of mind, but
My best opportunities come from our clients, but you have to do a lot of digging. So I'll do my care calls. Like I'll put my date filter on last week. So every Monday I do this. So I got my care calls on my calendar right here. You'll see it. Care calls from 9:30 to 11 a.m. I do this every Monday religiously. So last week we had 51 orders. So I'll go through and I'll call all these clients right here. And I'll call them one by one and I'll use this script right here. More just a frame. So these are care calls. Like these are one-on-one calls with these agents. I don't send them like emails or text asking for reviews. I always do that in person. And I think that could be a difference. That could make a little bit of a difference because in that same conversation, you want to dig and find out, are they on a team or are they in a brokerage? Do you want to do more business with me? Like, do you want to do studio content? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? So I think care calls could be a good way for you to find new opportunities within your clients. Because care call is really just to make sure your clients are happy so you don't lose them, to get reviews, and then also to get referrals and find new opportunities. So if I have a new client, like Tanimo will tell me if it's a new client or not, but I'm not going to go through there. But anyways, I'll always have a conversation, be like, hey, so are you solo? You're on a team? You're on a brokerage? You're like, yeah, no, I'm on a small team. I figured I'd use you. Yeah, we really loved it. I'll always ask like, hey, would your team be down for a content day? Or I would love to meet your team leader or come in and speak. I pretty much all of our client base, I think is like anytime we meet a team, it's because of that. But I wouldn't have known that if I didn't talk to them and find out like their situation. So I would make sure you do care calls religiously, and we have an exact verbatim script that you can use. But I would just stick to a frame. Like eventually you'll do this script a lot, and you'll just kind of get a frame in your head. So for me, it's like, hey Sam, this is Bronson with CPV. You got like 2 minutes? Cool, awesome. I'm just checking in. I want to make sure the shoot from last week was 10 out of 10. Awesome, glad you loved it. If you had to say one thing we could do differently or do better to make your life easier, what would that be? And then you're digging for advice. That'll just turn into a conversation. You ask for a review, ask for a referral, find out if they're on a team, set up a brokerage meeting in their brokerage. So it's as Alex Hormozi says, it's not one silver bullet, it's 1,000 golden BBs. So like doing this on top of going to events, going to open houses, sending like 30 DMs a day, like That's what I was doing back in 2021, 2022. I was doing everything. We have more momentum now, so we get a lot of referrals now, but I was literally it was just nonstop. Like I would send, I think I was doing 30 to 50 DMs a day on Instagram. And yeah, care calls and open houses. Did you see the part about the open house, the videos for the open houses?
Yeah.
Talking about?
I think,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, I just saw what you just went over with Edwin, but
Yeah. Where you create the script for them.
yeah.
Yep, that's an awesome way. And are your videos good right now, or are they just okay? Or are they great?
I mean, I'm getting better. I'm kind of got the yips with my exposure right now for some reason, but
Mm-hmm.
no, I mean, I have an editor that does my videos.
Yeah.
I'm slowly but surely learning to do them myself, but editor always faster and easier.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I think they're good. My clients think they're good. I mean, they don't have like the crazy stuff that's going on now, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
they got, you know, the speed ramps and, you know, close up shots, detail shots, and, you know, all the fixings you need. But
Yeah. Yeah. I think upgrading your videos is a massive is a very easy lever to pull, because agents will see it and be like, "Oh, I love it. It's so awesome." So if you there's only a couple things that agents care about, and that is, I wish I had a place to write notes. Here, let me just do this. So for videos specifically, it's easy. You script it out for them. Next morning turnaround, and it looks awesome. So if you can make your videos like this and portray that to them, that's really what most agents care about. Like when I'm calling an agent, or you know, the reason they book with us is because they know it's easy. We script it for them. We're going to turn around the next morning, and it makes them look great. And so when I'm selling this, I'm like, yeah, we can do a pro reel. It is more expensive, but we script the video for you. You have 4 speaking lines. We want you to come unprepared, because we're going to have everything prepared for you. It only takes 5 to 10 minutes to shoot on site. And after we're done shooting, you can leave and head to your next appointment, and we're going to deliver the video the next morning. So in my opinion, if videos aren't a strength in your business, for everybody here on this call, it's an easy lever to pull, because you can train your editor up to be like, you know, this is what we want, deliver it next morning, script the videos for the agents with this scripting SOP that we talked about earlier, viral script SOP, and agents will always come back. But yeah, hopefully that someone answers your question.
yeah, real quick, I know we're short on time. The open house thing, everybody I've ever talked to has said that you don't want to, they're doing a job, and it kind of annoys them when you go and bother them at open houses, but is that not the case?
Yeah, if you show up without telling them first, that's why we always call them first.
Okay.
Like, hey, I know you got an
All right.
open house this weekend. Like, you have like 15 minutes, like before or after we can shoot this video. I got it scripted out for you. I'm going to text you a PDF. Literally, it'll only take 15 minutes of your time, and then I need the house for like 15 minutes to shoot. So that's what I would do it. And then they're expecting you versus just showing up randomly.
Got it. Okay.